Hello adventurers! Salvage the sunken sausages, it's time for Roll for Sandwich, the series where I let fate decide my lunch. Let's go! Today I'm going to be using these handmade smoky black and gold dice that were made and sent in by a viewer. Thanks! Let's get it started with our roll for bread. 2 freezer ends. Today from the freezer we have some seeded Jewish rye. As you can see, it's still fully frozen, so let's separate a couple slices here and get it thrown in the toaster. Use our toast bread cantrip to bring it back to life. And there we go, a couple slices of rye bread toasted up and ready for sandwich fillings. Next up, let's roll for main. 5 leftovers. The leftovers I have for today are some spaghetti and broccoli that my toddler didn't finish. As you can see by the steam, I already went ahead and heated up the leftovers. We're going to start by laying down a base layer of our spaghetti, and then we'll do our best to balance some broccoli on top. Not our first spaghetti sandwich on the show, but I think it is the first time we've combined spaghetti and broccoli. Definitely glad the bread was toasted for this one. Let's roll for some cheese. 6 Munster. Well, after a couple non-ideal rolls, it's nice to roll one of my favorite sandwich cheeses. A small bit of solace from the dice. Let's roll up some roughage. 3 onion and 6 kelp pickles. Still working our way through this red onion that we had last week. Should work just fine with the pasta and the broccoli alike. Could definitely be worse. Now adding pickled Alaskan bull kelp is definitely a strange addition to this sandwich, though not necessarily an unwelcome one. It'll introduce some more acid to the sandwich, which so far we're only really getting from a small amount of tomato sauce on the spaghetti. Alright, let's get wild with the wild magic roll. 5 circus peanuts. Circus peanuts are peanut-shaped marshmallow candy that are flavored like artificial banana. They are rather dense and chewy, and opinions on them are quite polarized. People tend to love them or hate them. I actually like them on occasion, but that doesn't mean I'm excited to be putting them on my sandwich today. And last but not least, the D20 sauce roll. Here we go. 19 Kewpie mayo. Well, that's nice. I don't know if even Kewpie mayo is enough to save this one. It's just sort of a random mess of food. Well, let's go ahead and get it closed up. Get our toothpicks in to hold it together, and let's get it cut in half. And let's take a look at that cross-section. Oh dear. Well, this is definitely one of the more random combinations we've had on this show. At least there's no fish or spicy stuff. So, man, this is a mess. Alright, let's go ahead and give it a taste. While this is definitely not a good sandwich, the good news is the Kewpie and the Munster cheese are doing a lot of work here. Texturally, it's kind of a lot of mush with random firm marshmallow candies sprinkled throughout. Cutting them definitely helped. I definitely thought about putting them on there just full, but I've maybe learned my lesson. Quite a few of these ingredients are like my ideal sandwich ingredients. It's funny how just a few rolls can change everything. And in this case, definitely changed for the worse. Not a good sandwich. Hopefully not something I have to ever recreate. I'm going to go ahead and give this one a 3.0 today, and I'm going to call it the 3-Ring Circus. Alright, another beautiful set of dice for Earl. Good mimic. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I'll see you on the next Roll for Sandwich.